Let's talk about these hormonal issues, the changes that we're all gonna be going through and probably already are, or maybe you made it through to the other side. I am about to embark on that journey. So I feel what you guys are talking about when it comes to all these different changes that are going on, menopause, PCOS, and thyroid issues. Oh, and postpartum. Remember, I've had 6 children, so I know how hair can change and be, especially from my own personal experience and what I've seen from clients, and I've seen the transformation. So this is what we are talking about in this video today. We're gonna talk about them changes and what we can do when it comes to Ayurvedic hair care, supplements, diet, like some secrets maybe that I got in my stash of what I went through that can help you guys get through this part, because we can do it together. So welcome, my name is Khadija. I am the founder of Hennasooq. I appreciate you guys being in this community with me. I am a leading henna hair colorist and Ayurvedic hair care specialist, and I do beautiful henna and jaguar body art that you guys need to come to Columbia, Maryland and check out. So first things first is you're probably noticing your hair is not behaving the way that it always was. It changes, it's thinning, you can feel it, you can see it, maybe even breakage, maybe you have spots that just won't grow. Like you're like wondering what the heck's going on, hair loss, thinning, like what are we gonna do about this, and what can you do in your regimen when this happens? Because when a change like this is happening, you gotta change up some things, that's how you're gonna get your hair back to where you want it to be and even embrace the new you. So I'm going to help you adjust your current regimen to suit your needs in the present moment. So let's get in it. And first off, let's talk about postpartum. Now, to maintain hair thickness and health, you definitely, I know you've probably heard it a million times, but you got to take them supplements, you got to watch what you're eating, you got to nourish your foundation, because what you see on the outside, reflects what might be going on in the inside. So pay attention to those things, that it's not happening for no reason. It's happening for a reason. There's changes that are coming, and you gotta figure out what you can do. And supplements is a very good start in your diet, and so pay attention to all those things. Something that's really popular is MSM, so that will also help with any of the hair growth problems that you might be experiencing, any hair loss. That's a great supplement to be taking. And I want to put it out there, I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a doctor, I'm not claiming to be. These are just things that I've seen and known that work well based on your feedback from clients that I have. So I just want to put that out there. In no way is this medical advice. Please always seek out your doctor, your dermatologist, when it gets deep, because there could be other things going on. So please always take that into consideration. Vitamin A, B, C, biotin, zinc, and your iron are all really important when it comes to your hair. That healthy hair, you need to make sure that you're getting enough of those. So if you want to do a full blood panel, please, you need to probably do that if it is getting really serious with these hair issues. I have had 6 babies, one at a time, and the hair changes is the real. You might be probably experiencing thinning, a lot of shedding. Shedding is crazy. And I don't know if it's the sex of the babies that affect that too, like boys versus girls. I think it kind of does. I don't know, just from my own personal experience, shedding was different, loss of hair. But during pregnancy, sometimes I wouldn't lose a lot of hair either. So I'm just what is it, just hair dumping? After you have a baby, okay, here ya, just dump all your hair out, you're good, and your hair is maybe even thinner, especially on the edges. And, so I had a really good recipe right here on the YouTube channel that you guys need to check out, that is about how to regrow those edges and thin hair and getting your scalp stronger. Any of our scalp products are gonna create a foundation where your roots are stronger, healthier. So you definitely want to check those out and use those to maintain your hair as you're going through this postpartum changes back to normal. And hopefully it's not going to last a few months. I've definitely had clients where it lasted several months. So you need to nip it in the bud and get on a regimen plan with these products like right away when it comes to specifically treating your scalp and regrowing your edges and your hair and amla, all that. I got great recipes that you guys have to use consistently every 1 to 2 weeks. I know you guys are busy, but you gotta take care of yourself too, so keep that in mind. Henna also helps thicken the hair strands, but I know not all of you want color, so henna could be your go-to, and that's fine. You can stick with that. If you love the color, you're good to go in that regard. But what happens if you don't want to color your hair, or you just you want something else? Maybe you want something ready. We do have henna masks as well that are ready and all in one, but Zicephus is going to be something that you can use in a pinch. We got the hair wash, we got the masks ready to use, the powders right there as well if you decide you want to do a DIY mask. But these are ready to use, easy to use when you're busy, you got kids, babies, you got other things you got to do. I get it. These are infused not with extracts of Zicephus, it's the pure herb, like literally the Zicephus dried, finely sifted. That powder is right in these treatments, like it's whole herbs. And that's one thing about Hennasooq that we really pride ourselves on. Anytime we're doing infusions, we're not just giving you an oil infusion, which we have some, but we are really going above and beyond with using the whole herb found right in all of our hair masks, all of our shampoo bars, all of our hair washes. Even the cleansing co-wash has pure shikakai powder in it. You are getting the best of the best ingredients, so know that you're using good stuff. Powders are always going to work the best. That's why I like to infuse them directly with the products that we have here. It just gives you really good results and quicker results. Now, what about that menopause? Oh, I'm so dreading that. I'm scared. I'm kind of scared. I'm scared. You guys might not all know that I'm in my 40s, but just know I have 6 kids, so I am in my 40s. I'm not some young girl like that had kids when I was in my teens. Not me personally. So I had my first at 20, so I'm in my 40s now. And yeah, I'm scared of that transition. I'm like, what's gonna happen? What's it gonna be like? So I'm feeling you guys, so menopause, what do we do when our hair is changing? There's so much going on. That's like a major life change, right? Oftentimes, people's hair texture changes. Your hair may have been straight and now it's all wavy and curly and you're like, oh, okay, I don't know what to do with that and I don't know if I like it at all. Or maybe your hair is curly already and now you have like different textures in your hair and you're like, and if you have grays on top of it, then you have the coarse hair strands that don't want to suck up anything. And it's just like, what do I do? The question is, do you want to embrace the new texture and kind of go with the flow of how it's going, or do you want to change that, have it looking like it used to be when those good old young days? If you want to maintain the curls, Zicephus and the volume and the fullness and the life that this will give your hair will be really, really great. And you could use that. And amla also helps a lot with that to maintain the curls. Perfect. But if you want to have it a little bit strained, maybe you want to use a little heat, have your hair back to the way it used to be, then you could use a heat protectant oil. Like camellia oil is really good. It promotes hair growth, by the way. And the argan serum oil is amazing. Those are all heat safe. So if you want to do some straightening with some heat, that's fine. Just make sure that you're being very delicate in that process, especially if you're doing it on your own. And if you want loosening as well, you could use henna or cassia, which naturally can loosen the hair and make it more straight. So that can work for you as well. And now if you're still not sure, like after I've given you all these product recommendations and you're like, I don't know, like I'm taking a risk, like maybe, all these things and doing it on my own, I'm not really sure, and you need something more guided, I'm gonna recommend a hair regimen plan that is a 6-week plan. All the products you need, all the guidance, the content, the steps, everything that you need to get this achieved through this whole plan. And it's self-paced, because even if you miss a week or you have to go back 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, life happens, don't worry, you can go back. You have lifetime access to this regimen plan, so you can do that. It's the Ayurvedic method to waist length hair. The Ayurvedic method to waist length hair is going to be the regimen plan that you need. It focuses on the tools you'll need, the products you'll need, the methods of using the products, like how exactly step by step that you need to do and follow to get the best results. And if it's not that one, the second one that I would recommend is the restorative hair regimen plan. That one is excellent. Talk about restoring your hair strands. So either one of those plans will work perfectly for you. Now, PCOS, thyroids, stress, life, all these things are coming at you at one time, and your hair is probably extremely fragile and thin. So what do you do? First of all, take your supplements. Remember, the supplements that we talked about a little earlier, please take your supplements. If you're really having a lot of hair issues, go to your doctor. And you might have to change the products that you used to use. Yeah, some of them might be too heavy, too rich, just too much for your hair now. Your hair doesn't like it anymore. It's going through the changes. And remember, you're becoming a whole new person, it seems. So you gotta go with that flow. You gotta kind of embrace it and kind of note that some of the oils, the shampoo bars, maybe even some of the herbs are just like, nah, it's telling you, nope, I don't like it. I'm feeling crunchy. I'm feeling like breakage. I'm just feeling too many things to want to use any of those products anymore. So you have to pay attention to your hair, or seek out a hair care professional that really knows hair. They really know your hair. They can see your hair. Book a consultation with me. I do them virtually and in person here in Columbia, Maryland at the retail and salon location. We got you. So now that you know that you might have to change some of the products that you've been using, well, what can I use then at all? Try infusions. They are so much better for your hair if you're going through this, honestly. And this is such an underdog product that people don't use enough, to be honest. The hair teas, and we got the Ayurvedic hair tea, and then we got the Moroccan hair tea. That is something that you can use as a spritz. You can use it as a rinse. You can even infuse it in a very light oil or mix and blend it with water. Like, there's so many options with the hair teas to use as an infusion. Rose water. Oh my goodness, the Moroccan rose water. Yes, just use these infusions to hydrate and nourish. And the hair teas strengthen the hair strands in the most gentle of way, because it also has henna. Some of them have dates, some of them have chamomile, some of them have, brahmi, bringraj, rosemary. I mean, we're talking about all the herbs. So please, let's keep this conversation going. Comment below. Let me know if you have more questions about this, or you have some tips for us. We're all watching. We're watching. We want to see in the comments what has worked for you. What have you done? We need to have a conversation about this. How can we get our hair to where we want it to be? How do we embrace the change and not give up, So we're in this together. So please let me know more about your journey, your questions, your feedback, your thoughts. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my great videos and content that I have coming out for you. And I will see you next time. Bye.